My name is Mike Goode. I own Goode Plumbing in Chicago, and we're here at a client's house whose name is Brian. We're here to replace Brian's sump pump. Now, if you want to take a look at the pump here that Brian's got, it's a pretty typical setup. He's actually got a pretty good quality pump in here. It's a Zoller. Good quality pump is expected to last 5 or 6 years. If you have a lower quality pump, a plastic pump, you're going to get a year or two out of it, especially if it's worked hard. If you live in a rainy area, you're not going to get a lot of life out of it. He's also got a conventional check valve, and this one, again, it's a good quality valve, but it's loud. So whenever the pump shuts off, that check valve makes a pretty loud thump. What we're going to be installing for Brian is a dual pump system and a quiet type check valve. Now, there are a couple of issues with the system that Brian has, and that is a single pump. So if he loses power or if this pump fails, he's got no protection. Now, what this particular homeowner does have is he's got a pump that he keeps in a bucket that is ready to go in case this does fail. The issue is he has to be home to change the pump out. And that's not something you want to do in a panic situation when there's rainwater coming in. So what we're going to do is we're going to install a system that has a primary and a backup pump. Now, there are a lot of pumps on the market that are set up like that. The issue is that the vast majority of those systems use a good quality primary pump and a very low quality, inexpensive backup pump. And that backup pump is only called into action when the primary pump fails or when the power is lost. So that is, if you can imagine, you're asking a welterweight fighter to step into a heavyweight championship fight after he's been sitting on the bench for 3 or 4 years. So what we're going to do, the system that we're going to install today uses the same exact make and model primary pump and backup pump, both very high quality, and it uses a device that exercises each pump. So during one cycle, the primary pump is worked. The second cycle, the backup pump is worked. The other thing is that it has a monitoring system that Brian can check, make sure that both pumps are working. He can also hit a button that'll run each pump to make sure they're cycling as they should. There's an option on this system that will text Brian if there's an issue, and if he goes on vacation, he can also test each pump and track its performance via his smartphone. Okay, so we're going to turn this over to our technicians, Alex and Mike. They're going to do the installation for Brian today.
So this is our Metropolitan sump pump. Main differences between these pumps and your standard pumps is we have a stainless steel housing right here. It's less likely to go and rust out. Obviously with the older pumps, they're made out of cast iron. They're going to be a lot more apt to rusting out and failure. So 5 minutes later, we have the 2-pump system. I'm kidding. It took a while because it's a very in-depth system. Obviously, you can see it's a little bit more going on over here. We have 2 pumps, which we upgraded him from his single pump system. So we have 2 stainless steel pumps going up, going through these quiet check valves, so we don't have that obnoxious, annoying slamming sound that everybody hates. On top of that, we actually have our quarter-turn ball valves. So if one of these pumps were to ever go bad, we can go and just turn this little valve right here, and it isolates it, so we can go and perform our work or maintenance or anything like that on these pumps for you. So I'm going to go and open these guys back up. After that, both of these pump into a solitary line, pumps up, and then goes up into your main sewer line. And that's pretty much the breakdown of how the pump system works. We have our control modules over here. It has a marine style battery, in this case right here. Gives you a breakdown of kind of what's going on here as far as amperage, Each one of these are holding steady, right about 120 volts is right where you want both of these to be. You have a battery display, so your battery is 100% charged. If you were ever to lose power, you would go and you would slowly start to see that number go down. Also, it would start making a beeping sound to let you know what is going on. So this is our dual pump system. We kind of broke it down for you. If you have any questions or if you are concerned with any kind of water damage in your house or any kind of seepage issues, please feel free to reach out to Goode Plumbing
at 773-930-3451.